Hey guys, Jay here again with Gerbit. So in my last video I mentioned that I was going to be doing a install video of the exhaust. So I don't have it on yet. Obviously you guys are going to see the before and after before this video is out. So if you want to, or if you're just tuning into this one for the first time here, just to watch the install, and if you want to see the result of it, go ahead and go back to my last video and you'll be able to see it before and then after, just with a couple of passes past the GoPro here, just to see the noise difference. But like I said, this is for the Trinity exhaust system. It's a racing exhaust. They're one of my sponsors for my car, so figured might as well give them a shot. So yeah, let's just get right into the video, guys. If you have any questions, be sure to ask. And yeah, let's do it. So first thing you notice when you get the box is that the packaging is done really well. So it's probably good, probably two inches of bubble wrap, the big bubble wrap on both the mufflers, and then you have the smaller bubble wrap on just some of the other components here. So yeah, packaging really good. So let's go ahead and get into the rest of the stuff here. We have the directions. So yeah, let's go and get into the install, guys. So first thing to do is you're gonna have a total of I think 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're gonna be T40 star bits. So you want to remove that, and then that'll pretty much take off your heat shield right here. Then after that, if we come up here, you can see this bracket here. So you have to remove this bracket. There's one on each side, and then you have a bracket right here as well. So you have to move both of those brackets. And then once we get to that part though, then we'll come back here. But first, yeah, let's take off the heat shield. There should be 4 T40 bits. So once you have the heat shield off now, you can actually come around here to the side, and you'll want to take off these 2 bolts here. And then I already took off all the brackets, so there should have been one like bracket there, and then there's like one here on each side as well. So there's just 4 of them right here. So like I said, you just come over here, take off these 2 bolts on the heat shield, and then you have this connector up here. So there's actually a plug right here, and you go ahead and disconnect that, so then you can loosen this up and take this out. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then come back. Okay, so as you can see, I actually got the sensor here off, and then there'll be 2 bolts right here, so there'll be 1 bolt here, and then 1 on the bottom right here. Those will be a size 14. So the next thing you'll have to do is you'll want to take off the spring right here. Should be just 1 there, and I believe there's, yeah, 1 right there. So you want to remove those 2, and then you should just be able to pull the whole muffler off at that point, or cap at that point. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll come back. So as you can see here, we have the heat shield off now, which you won't need either. So we got everything taken off, and then I just cleaned up a little bit around here just with a cloth or whatnot. And then so I want to show you guys the order and what you need to have stuff here. So first you'll need your 8mm by 60mm I think bolt. You got 4 long ones, so you need 1 of the long bolts. Then you'll put in this bracket here. Then you do a washer, and then a spacer. Then you have your black bar here that says Trinity Racing on it. And then once you get on the other side of it here, you'll have this piece here. It's like a little block, and then you'll have a lock washer to finish it off. Or yeah. And then where that goes, no, my bad. So that's actually, the spacer is going to go like right in here behind it. So just so you guys can see, this is the spacer, not spacer, but bracket here. So that's gonna go right in there. Now, if you're looking at it and you're like, I don't know how they did that, there's actually this rubber piece in here. And this rubber piece has to come out. So you just kind of pry it out. A bigger screwdriver here. Just kind of pry it out. Well, it's harder to do with one hand. You guys get the idea though, so you just kind of pry those out on each side, and then you'll be able to put the spacer and stuff in there. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll come back. So as you can see, we have it now. We have it mocked up here. It's really loose still. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and tighten these up here pretty snug on the top, just so it's not so loose. Solid. But anyway, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and tighten this up here on the top a little bit, just so it's not as loose. There, I'll show you here. So the bolt inside, the lock bolt here, or lock nut, my bad. It's a 13 mil, so you're gonna have to have a 13 mil wrench that got launched. You're gonna have to put that back here, and then you'll need an Allen key there to tighten it up. So we'll go and do that, get this tightened up so it's not so loose, and then after that you'll loosen these up here quite a bit, so that way you can fit the exhaust pipes in. And that's what they look like here. I got these stainless steel. So as you can see, we've gone quite a bit since the last update, but pretty much everything's loosely fitted still. It's nice if you have two people when you do these, because you have to have both of these brackets off completely. So I had to hold them both up there with one hand, and yeah, it's probably easier with two people for sure. But then after that, so you have everything loose here still. You'll get your pipe here, your new one, and then it's just gonna go right up here against the factory spot right here. And then you'll end up using the factory bolts. So it's like that with the spring here. You're gonna use these again to go right here. So once we do that, and we'll tighten everything up here quite a bit, because that's pretty much all we got to do. And you'll have your last two long bolts here. You'll have one here and then one over here, just to make sure everything stays snug. So that's looking like it's gonna be about it. We're pretty much almost done. Like I said, if you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments below, and I will get back to you pretty quick. So there it is. We're all done now, so everything's tightened up. So if you guys didn't watch the video before this, there's actually I think I told you in the beginning of the video, but there's actually me running with it on the, like a closed course type of thing. So if you guys want to hear the sound difference between the stock one and this one, be sure to check out that video. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them below. Make sure you subscribe for more videos, and if you'd like to check out my Instagram, it's mainly just for gonna be my racing profile. It's gerb.it.racing, and so yeah, if you guys can keep up with everything I do, all my installs and such like that. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this and it helped you out, and I look forward to talking to you guys again. Peace.